All right, all right, all right. All right, cool stuff. How you doing, guys? Welcome. This thing is lagging a little bit, but it'll get back on focus. How you guys doing today? How's your business today? I hope you guys are ready to get some sales today. And I'm just going to talk about sales, teams, and culture. So, forgive me if the camera's a little laggy. Just listen instead. I have no idea why it's lagging so much. Must have a lot of stuff open. But so I just want to start off by saying, like, when I first started online sales, I didn't really know much about about it. I didn't know almost anything at all because there's so much stuff on the net. It's hard to figure out what is good and what is not good. Some stuff I tried out, and when I tried it out, it didn't work for me. So I always knew I was gonna get something else that I could do. So I kept going, I kept pushing. I always believed in myself. I hustled and I struggled a lot, and just to learn the what really matters in this business is not really the strategies, guys. It's your belief in yourself. Your belief in yourself, because the strategies change all the time. Like, for instance, Google, the other day they changed strategy to something like. And again, I'm about to take my camera off because I don't want to distract you. My camera's not acting right. Instead, I'm gonna leave it like this. So Google changes it all the time, guys. Like they had SEO, and if you didn't follow SEO, what would happen is if you didn't follow the SEO correctly or something like that, it would put you off of the top list. So eventually, it was just a big problem for a lot of people. So they all kind of stopped getting the results they used to get, and they had to change their strategy and do new things. And Google's always changing. It's like they're doing it for their own good. They're doing it because a lot of people are out there posting stuff that's messed up, that's not even useful. So they have to take it out. And some of us, when we start out, we post things that aren't useful, so we got to cut it out because it doesn't, it's unuseful for you also to it hinders your progress. But what I realized was that it wasn't about the strategies, guys. It wasn't about the latest strategy. And although all that stuff is cool, you might have a strategy you like most. What really matters, man, is what you believe about you, and what you believe about your company, your team, and the people around you. If you believe you can do it, if you believe it's easy, then it's easy. If you believe it's hard, then it will be hard, right? But whatever you believe is what it's going to be. That's the honest truth. Because when you're out there and you're working, you're going to face some struggles because it's hard, man. It could be really, really difficult to build a business. I'm not saying this stuff is easy. It could be really, really, really difficult. And if you're not prepared to go through that difficult stuff, the minute you face the obstacle, that's it. You're done for. And you gotta have the right mindset, because you're gonna feel like failure if you don't have the right mindset. Which, in other words, you gotta reframe what your failure is, because your failure is just what's the acronym? Failed attempt at learning, I believe it is. Basically, just saying you can fail your way to success, because eventually you'll get more sales if you keep failing through all the ones who don't want the sales. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the belief about sales, because once you build a connection with somebody and you find out what they're like, and what they like to do in their free time and stuff, and what's important to them, you build rapport, and you have the kind of rapport with them. You can now start the processes of following up correctly and closing correctly, And you know, ultimately, sometimes you just need the presentation skills. Also, like you can get on a hangout like this, and you can sell any kind of product you ever you want, any product, because this is your channel. Like the TV has a channel, this is your channel, and people come here to your thing, right? Because I would suggest for you to do the same as I'm doing, and as they watch my thing, as they watch my thing, um, you know, they're actually like getting value. And whenever if I have a good presentation, things go well. So let me pull something up. One of my mentors, David Wood, always said, like, you got to believe in yourself, even if what you're doing is not exactly the par. You always have to believe in yourself. I remember one time I was doing a video, and I didn't have any audio, so I didn't really get to finish the whole. I mean, I finished the whole video, but I had no audio. I felt so stupid. Yeah, so I'm from North Bergen, New Jersey. I'm from the United States, and my experience in online marketing has been about like 3 years. You know? I didn't grow up in a rich town necessarily, but I did grow up in a town where it's pretty much nice compared to other areas around here. So that's me. I've I went to school right down the block, and I went to high school like up the block. So everything's been kind of close, pretty much for me. So I've always been about that. So when I got into business, I realized a lot of people travel a lot, and I'm like trying to justify it, thinking that it's all right because there's money, so I could travel. But when you think about it, you go to school for money, and my school was right there. So I was like, well, I could get money somewhere close. Next thing you know, I ended up doing a home business. So that's how I landed upon this online world. I always knew there was something bigger for me because home business has a great opportunity. To not be an entrepreneur has a great opportunity, especially online. Because right now I'm holding my daughter in my hands, and I would not be able to do that at a job. You know what I'm saying? I would not be able to do that at a job. So yeah, so I've been in different. I've been like I think I counted one time I was on the light rail to my one of my jobs, and I was like, I think I've been like in New York City for like 10 different jobs, and in New Jersey probably for like 5 different jobs. I've had like 6 different businesses, and now I have 3 current ones, and it's because I realized that I'm not supposed to stop or quit a business or hop from thing to thing until I make $1 million at least. At least, you know what I'm saying? At least. But the reason why the other businesses failed wasn't because I quit. It was because I literally failed. I went bankrupt in one of them, and the other one I just kind of just changed it up to a name. I used to have a business, a music business, and now I call it Make Your Legacy, which you're on right now. But my music business was just music production. So I kind of took the music out of it and just left it for the business and marketing aspects. Because I was working with top-notch celebrities like Dougie Fresh, like celebrities who are really well known, and at a well-known radio station at one time. And that's how I met those guys, and I got into business on a greater level, and it kind of opened my eyes, and it made me focus, like really keenly focus. So that's kind of my experience. But what brought me here was the fact that it's home business. I can hold my daughter in my hands while I'm talking to you guys. All that cool stuff. Yes, I do make sales. So I do. I can't tell you how to make a sale. You know what I'm saying? My mentor makes 2 sales a day for the past 3 years. He's over a millionaire. So I really can't tell you go make 2 sales a day. But if you want to, you can. But I really can't tell you that that's what you should do because I don't even do that all the time. So for me to tell you to do something that I can't do, I think it's messed up. So, but I do recommend to always work on your business daily. Always believe in yourself. Say no to the negative people out there, and always study and read for your business, because it's important for you to always have that mindset, like I was talking about. So I hope you guys know that you're here to learn about sales, and in sales, you need to love to be sold to. You need to love to buy, And why am I saying this? My mentor told me. Again, my mentor. And if you don't have a mentor, I'll be your mentor. But you should get mentors, bro. He said this. He told me. He said some people don't like to be sold. You know, they go to a business event and they don't want to buy, and they complain about upsells. And you know, you don't want to deal with dead weight. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is this: if you don't like to be sold, you're not going to make it in business, because you need to love to be sold. You need to love to buy, and then how you bought and you were sold, go sell your product to others. Right here. Excuse me. All right, excuse me, guys. Okay, so there's a problem in the marketplace right now that there's a lot of people claiming they have systems and stuff, but they're not really useful. And I landed upon a system that's been going for like about 4 years now. And for the past 4 years, they've made a lot, like millions of dollars. And they've been teaching us a lot of these techniques and stuff that I'm going to use. But not only this, I've been studying some of the most credible people, New York bestsellers on leadership. And one of the guys' name is John Maxwell. And he was a pastor, became a speaker, and then he became like a leadership trainer. So he just goes around the world and trains leaders to go change the world. How awesome is that, right? So that's what I do. I study leadership, and I study my mentor, business skills, and I'm always studying the top leaders in sales and in marketing and how to brand yourself correctly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys. Maybe you're not getting sales in your business right now. Give me a second. Maybe you're not getting sales in your business right now. Maybe you don't have any leads. Maybe you're in a multi-level marketing company and you're traveling from home meeting to home meeting, wasting time, and you're spending time away from your kids. I'm telling you, it's an easier way to make money. Idealistically, I would like to be on camera, but my camera is kind of slow, so I'm gonna see if it works better now. But idealistically, you want to be on camera, right? And if you're not used to being on camera, see, it's not working well right now. Usually it works better, but that's okay, because you could do it using any kind of tool that's not necessarily that's not necessarily. Babe, I need to take it now. Real quick. So idealistically, you know, I would say be on a conference call, on a webinar like this, and you could sell any product. Like I said, all you gotta do is find a market that wants what you have, right? That has the problem, and go out there and fix it for them. Get them, but you need to get them on a hangout. So how do you get them on a hangout? There's many ways. You can use text messaging. You can use email marketing. You can use direct messages. But I would suggest email marketing is really awesome, and direct messages are good too. I did text message one time, and it's fun, but it was a little costly for some reason. But I would suggest email marketing, direct messaging, depending on how much time and money you have and what you like. Because with an email marketing campaign, you can send out an email message to anybody. I mean, to as many people as you can have in your list. And in your list, you can have up to 100,000 people and more. I don't even know why I said up to, because it's not the truth. The truth is unlimited amount of emails. And you can send them all one email, and they all receive it from anywhere in the world. And if you have a full email list of that many people that want what you have, and you sell to them like this on a consistent basis, but not only sell to them on a consistent basis, but you know what you're talking about. You're solving their problems, and you're able to persuade them with a nice presentation. Then you can make money from wherever you are in the world with whatever business you have, right? So it's very inexpensive. Google Hangouts is free. Email marketing starts for free, and then you can no more than like $100 for like a list of like 50,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not putting prices out there really, because I don't really know the right prices, but I know Google Hangout is free. I know Facebook is free. Social media is free. and you can direct message people. Finding people in your target market is free. All you have to do is put the right keywords. So if you're in a health business, you put health on the Facebook search engine, on the Twitter search engine, and you click enter, and you'll see a whole bunch of people. You pick some people out, and like you start talking to them, or you follow them, they'll follow you back. If you put enough value on your social media pages, right? If you do all of that, plus you add value to your social media page every day on a consistent basis, something that solves their problems, makes them laugh a little bit maybe, that they're gonna want to talk to you. And you have to make it in a way. You have to always assume a sale when you talk to people. Always assume a promotion. So whenever they talk to you, make it that they're gonna give you their email all the time. So they're always gonna be giving you their email. For example, you can have a lead capture page. So you don't have to really always talk to people direct messages. You can have like an automated system sending out posts on Facebook, Twitter, all over the social media world on a product called Hootsuite, right? This is what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna have a capture page, right? And on the capture page, they're gonna be able to put their email in. And I'm not gonna put a capture page all the time. I'm not gonna spam people. I'm not gonna be like a spammer. I'm only gonna put a capture page, or tell them to click a link or like buy now, for example. Only like 2 out of 10 times that I post value. So most of my time I'm posting value. And when I get their email and it goes to my email autoresponder, right? Through a capture page or through a direct message, when they ask you what's up, how can I do this? You tell them, all right, give me your email and I'm gonna send you more information, right? An email costs nothing. They want information, they give you their email. It's called an exchange process. It's a principle in people. We all exchange stuff all the time. So this is business. You exchange an email for information, and then you put them you email them back. You follow up with them somehow, some way. You follow up with them, solving more of their problems by using, again, emails, text messages, or email autoresponders. Once that's done, you can actually get them on a hangout like this if they're available, or you can pre-record them. But the ones who aren't available, that's okay, because you can. I'm trying to say that you can pre-record them. But the ones who are available, come. And then when they come, you talk to them here. They ask you questions. You can follow up with them also later on in the email. And then right off the bat, you can send them a link to your thing, and then you'll get your sale. A lot of the time, sometimes even the good thing is that people sometimes wonder, why am I gonna do a hangout? Because they'll be like, I've done it before, but nobody's come to my hangouts. And I say, it's okay. The other day, I had somebody, nobody came. It was a pre-recorded one, but I sent it out to my list anyway. Someone saw it, and then they started talking to me. They were so interested. They wanted to buy my product, and they're going to buy it this Friday or tomorrow. So it doesn't matter. You got to just get out there and put your face out there, because everybody in sales sells all day. I did door-to-door knocking. All they do is sell all day. If you're a cold caller, you sell all day. If you're in real estate, you go to house to house to house to sell all day. What we do is sell all day. But you say, but we market. Some people say we market. We don't really sell. But the truth is, if you're marketing, my mentor said, if you're marketing, you're not selling, then you're not really selling. You have to be selling all day. So what I do is I build systems and processes like that run so smooth like a well-oiled machine that my leads will come automatically through these processes, so I don't have to go talk to people one by one if I don't have to. Sometimes you might have to if you're low on money, or you could. But if you have money, you can outsource it or you can automate it, and it doesn't even cost much compared to a franchise business, right? Where like to build a business in a franchise, it might cost $500,000. This will cost you less than $5,000. Over time, if you want to get better, you might spend more money to grow. But if where you are, less than $5,000, I bet you'll have a really good business. But that's why my product, I made it less than $5,000. I made it only from $0 to $100, because I know that you guys don't have much money if you're starting, So I wanted to make it easier for you guys to learn. And I don't want to get off track here. Back to what I was saying about the emails, and contact them. And when you contact, you get them on a hangout like this, and you want to just present to them, bro. You want to just know what to talk about. Because if before I go into that, look, everything I just said, everything I just said. If you do not do that, you're gonna be stuck you're gonna be stuck online. If you do not do that, there's a consequence, my boy. There's a consequence. You're not gonna learn anything. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna keep going in circles until you learn to automate your processes and systems and stop doing the little things like being an employee. No offense, I love employees, but if you're gonna be an employee, go work somewhere as an employee. But if you're gonna be a business owner, entrepreneur, don't act like a manager either. Get a manager for your team. But as an entrepreneur, you're gonna be the visionary. You gotta be the one that's always pushing forward, learning new things. So if you don't do what I just told you, that's okay. I guess you could go somewhere else because that's the truth of what I'm gonna be telling you from now on. You have to build a list. You have to contact them and you have to get on a hangout or a webinar or a conference call or some type of email that makes them buy. You know, it doesn't have to be a webinar, but it has to be an email, a copywritten email that has persuasion that makes people want to buy. So remember that. I'm just picking your scab a little bit because I know some of you are probably like thinking like, oh, it's okay if I don't do it. No, trust me, this is the way. Okay, if you don't, everybody in every business will always gather a list. Any business gathers a list of people in the world. Any business sells to people. So I'm just showing you a way to do it online if you want to do it online. If you want to do it offline, you still need to build a list. You still need a way to contact as many people as possible. But here's the thing. Here's the gist of it. If you do not do it, like I'm telling you, in front of a lot of people at the same time, you're going to be stuck talking to one person and then another person and another. And by the time you know it, you talk to only 5 people and you spent the whole day out there. And then you'll talk to like 5 good people because everybody else was kind of whack. You spent like 5 good people, and that's it. And you say, all right, well, you know, that's the game. No, you're losing, my friend, if you keep doing that. So if you do this online, you can get unlimited amounts of people on your Hangouts. How cool is that? Unlimited amounts of people on your Hangouts. So that means that you could talk to the whole world, and instead of talking to 5 people all day long, in an hour and a half, you could talk to the whole world, as many people as you can get on a Hangout, and you get way better results. That is the secret to online marketing, right? How do you present? Well, to be honest, I'm not gonna give you the really expensive one because I can't give that one to you. But I'm gonna give you where to get it. You can go to look up the top leaders in the sales industries, like Jordan Belfort. You can look up somebody like what's his name, Sandler. You can look up more information on sales and the leaders on Google.com. You can find like their philosophies, you know, their techniques and their strategies and their formulas on how to build a nice presentation. It's not difficult. All you have to do is, first of all, you have to get their attention. You have to be like, you have to look presentable in a way that, I'm not saying you have to wear a business suit or anything like that, but you do have to look approachable to somebody. And then number 2, you have to start presenting to them like I'm doing now. Just present, you know. Number 3, people are always gonna give you like objections and stuff but most of the time they're not real. You know, objections aren't real. They're just ways that things that people do because that's just the way we are as humans. But before I go further, you cannot make somebody do something they don't want to do. So don't try to haggle somebody to buy your product or pull on their arm to buy the product. You know, because it's really not useful for you and your business. So overcome objections correctly. There's techniques, strategies, and all that. You know, my baby's in the background, waiting for her mom to go take care of her. And yeah, so and then you gotta also have like closing strategies. I love you, babe. You also gotta have like closing strategies, which is like, in order to close the sale, you need to have a way for them to pay you, right? You have to have a check. Like you can use PayPal. If you have your own business, you can have a checkout page in the website. You can use like MoneyGram. If they're gonna send you money like that. I've used all of those things, and they all work really, really well. You know what I'm saying? So, babe, what are you doing over there? Isn't it done? 1 segundo, guys. So Yeah. So you gotta have all of that in the sales process, and you want to do it in front of as many people as you can, because this is gonna get you the outcome you want. The other thing, you always want to have goals. You want to have a vision. You want to have a reason why you're doing it, and you also want to have like an action plan on what you're gonna do. So like if you're gonna set goals, make sure they're big goals. Make sure they're not like wimpy goals. Like I want to make a lot of money. That doesn't mean anything to anybody. Sorry, dude. Um, get rid of that dead weight, and then start acting for real, bro. How much money do you really want? You know what I'm saying? How much do you want? You know what I mean? And then I'll ask you again. When you get that money, what's that gonna get you? Because you're thinking like that you need something, and you need a certain amount of money, but what you really want is a certain feeling. I guarantee you that. So when you get that kind of money, what's that gonna get you? And ask yourself that question again. I dare you to ask yourself 3 more times that question, and how you feel. You're gonna start feeling like you want to cry a little bit, and that is the reason why you want to make money, not to make a lot of money. It's the reasons. That's gonna push you forward to go and do all of this stuff I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's important, guys. Um, so I want to ask you a question. How come this problem hasn't been solved yet? How come why do you think that you haven't been able to get some leads and get some sales or build a team or even have like a personal growth plan for everyone? Why do you think that? I tell you what I think. I think you haven't been around the right people, man. So that's what I was doing at the beginning, and I was all scared. I was scared at the beginning a little bit, but I was always pushing. You know, I always have courage. Like you're scared, but you do it anyway. Anyway, I'm letting you know now that it's very easy for you to get started with me. It starts free. You can put it in you can give me your email, and if I already have your email, I'm gonna send you a leadership course, like a fast start training that's gonna get you rolling. This stuff is all I did for 3 years was listen and read about leadership, and this is the main thing that got me started with everything. Because I've been doing other stuff, like reading other books and different subjects, but it's always been like the top book that I've always like considered everything falling down from was the leadership book. So I have all the laws in the fast start training. I have the book in there, and I have like an outline in there also, so you can follow me while I talk about it. You can get that for free. After that, and you also hear her in the hangout a little bit. Afterward, my products start at $10. All right, they're very, very, very. They're noisy in the marketplace. For example, the marketplace is noisy, but you can outbeat that with my product because we're gonna give you like it's like 1,000 followers for $10 and like 2,000 for like $20, and then like 3,000 for like $30 or something like that. See, we're in the process of building the business formula for our pricing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you contact us and you let us know what kind of followers you want, how many you want, based on those numbers, we can get it for you. The cool thing about all of that is that you also unlock some bonus training, which I'm really excited to tell you about. It's the personal growth training, which is the culture, my culture, for you guys to grow as leaders in your business and leaders in your team, and just be really fast with things. You know what I'm saying? We don't have much time. Be really fast and outgoing and powerful with things, because tomorrow, who knows what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to contact me and let me know what you want, and I got you. So moving on. I told you the benefits already of that, but I want to talk about teams. I want to talk about teams now. So this is fun. This is a really fun one. And a team. Let me get some water. Hold on a second. The cool thing is that my wife is always around, and that she's just like this. She's just like me. Wow. Hey, baby, can you try to hurry up a little bit so you can take Scarlett? So I taught my wife. I basically put her through my personal growth process, and she grew. I taught her a few strategies, but all I really was about was just believing in myself, like I told you. And she knows that I always believe in myself, so I make her believe in herself. Even when she doesn't believe in herself, she doesn't. Since I started believing in her, my belief is stronger than hers. So she has to believe in herself. So since that's the reason that got her further in her business, and all I really did was teach her a couple of strategies. She started working on her own. I put her in my she always knows about my personal development culture, so she's kind of always around it. So it grows with it. Straight up. Now. All right. So yeah. So that's what we do. So if you do that also, you will get results, because all I do what I did with her was talk about the same stuff I'm talking to you about. So the problem with teams is that people leave sometimes. You build a team and people leave. You have people working like. Yeah, I can wash the dishes. Just take it now. Sorry, but she's like crying, and I gotta really. All right, awesome. Sorry, guys. It's got a little out of hand real quick.
Really?
Took too long. So thank you though. So when you come to teams, right? Give me a second. This is amazing. You did this, babe.
Huh?
You did this. Thanks. So people might leave your team, right? And you get frustrated. People are working really, really hard, and then they're not getting results. That happens. Sometimes you have a really good guy who's making you a lot of money, then he leaves. Maybe because whatever reason. I got you. I know how to solve those problems. The problem is very simple. I'm going to show you the solution is a really cool thing. I'm going to show you how to develop leaders that never want to leave your team because of your culture. I'm going to show you how to keep people together so it keeps the vision alive, right? Always keep the vision alive, and it actually keeps people moving forward, which is what you want. I'm going to try to duplicate your team and your efforts better for your staff, for your outsourcing, and if you're multi-level marketing company, right? And I'm going to how to scale your business so that's an autopilot. I already told you earlier that I'm automating my business. So all I really do is go on these webinars. So there we go. How to build and even with these webinars, if I don't do webinar for a day, it's not going to really change for anything in my business. You know, like I do have to be consistent, but if I miss a day, it's not really like that crazy. You know, basically how to build a business that allows you to live the life you wanted to live, have full time freedom from anywhere in the world, and allows you to contact people that are outside of your sphere of influence that you never ever met before, and they're going to be able to do your business and stay around and want to stay around you like a leader, be a leader and grow in your company. So this is beyond what your imagination can intake, to be honest. But I'm going to tell you now that you can do it. You said. Some other really big things and that I like to, when I talk about teams is this. I played soccer. So I played soccer, and I was a leader. I had a team, and Or better yet, let me put an example. Anything that you do that requires a team, I want you to imagine a time where you took the lead, where you've been the one that's the leader, right? Think about the things you've done. Think about the people around you. There's always a bench. Like there's always people that are in your team, but they're not really the top starters. There's people in your team who are like the top leaders, and that make up the difference in your team. You always got vision. You always got values, because the vision is like your compass of your organization. The values are like it's like what the team is based off of. Like together, that brings unity to a team, right? And then you always got like some players who are really creative, who come through really good on certain points, and all this stuff builds a team. You know, you all have a reason to be there, and you all have to do something, right, for the team. There's always a plan, a strategy that you all have to implement together, and there's different positions for everybody, right? So you kind of have to delegate positions to people. Somebody does this, somebody does that, and that's kind of what culture is. It's kind of like how a church is built. You know, like there's a main guy, and everybody meets up, and they kind of appoint leaders to be a leader of this place and that place, and then they give people to that leader so they can help the leader. That's all we're doing right here, guys. If you're in a multi-level marketing company, but if you're like in a business, then you're the entrepreneur. You meet up with people, and you kind of appoint leadership to managers, and you send them to different social media areas, different areas in the internet, and then what they do, and then also you give them people to help him out to do what he has to do, and you just check up on them. That's what you do with your business, the same thing. You know, but that's culture. That's a little bit further on. Back to teams. Some cool stuff about teams. Some cool stuff about teams is that team players are committed, right? Like, I believe you can do all of these things and more. This is just the start, honestly. I go through my personal development program, and I grow every day, and I'm amazed at some of the things that I do and some of the things I think about, you know? And I'm amazed at some of the stuff that people around me do also, you know what I'm saying, who are growing with me. They're doing major things, you know? So I'm proud of everybody. But all the team player is committed. They communicate. They're competent. You know what I'm saying? They're adaptable. They have a reason to work with you. In other words, they're collaborative, right? They're disciplined. You know, they're always enlarging others. This is from a book, by the way. And you know, they're very intentional. They're very intentional about what they want to do. You know, they're very good at improving themselves, and you know, they're very. If you got a good team player, they know how to solve problems and be responsible, and then you know they know how to be like they're very tenacious. They don't stop until they get their goal. You know what I'm talking about? So when you're growing your team, some of the things you want to do, you want to talk stories. All that stuff I showed you is like, that's what I've been working on for the past few like months. That I've been reading a lot about certain things. That all those little things were like, those were laws, the principles. Some stuff I've been working on for years, but I always refer everybody back to those things, because those things are the things that are gonna make you grow. Right? I always tune into my conference calls for my company, and I grow. So here's another one. Whatever you do to train your people, when you delegate responsibility, you have to be able to. It has to work for everyone. And it can't take longer than what they're already doing. Because if it takes longer than what they're already doing, it's going to cause a thing which is called the time gap, which means it's going to ruin momentum. It's going to ruin momentum, and they got to restart from zero. So if you have like a startup and you guys have momentum, the last thing you want to do, guys, is to restart a process. What you only want to do is, if you have to restart a process, make sure that it takes less time than the other process, because if it takes more time, you're really going to kill yourself. And then make sure it works for everyone. Like home meetings and three-way phone calls, they don't work for everyone. Cold calling doesn't work for everyone. Getting someone on a hangout like this works for everyone. Getting a group of people and sending them a promotion to get them to an event, offline also, someone at an event, anyone can do that, if you learn the skills. But not everyone can do like cold calling friends and family, because some people don't answer the phone, right? Everybody answers their email though, and if they don't, you could get the numbers. You could get a lot of emails. Eventually, someone will answer, but with the phone calls, eventually you're gonna run out of family members, and you won't have any leads. So then you start going out to places like Walmart, and then so everywhere you go, you're thinking about promoting somebody, but they're not real prospects. They're just random people, and that's why people fail, because they don't even know how to do anything in general. But now they're prospecting people who don't even know what it is, who don't even know anything about like what you're prospecting them. So that's why it doesn't work. So it needs to be something that works for everyone. Like at a church, you know what they do? They give out like a little flyer. They don't give out like a whole they give out like a little flyer, something for them to get to an event, right? That's all you need to do. Like a little email to get them to an event. The other thing is that you want to make sure that you, as the leader of your company, that if you step out of the processes, right? Like if you have things going on all around the world, and systems and processes and people appointed for each position, you want to make sure that if you step out for a bit, that if nothing changes, that everything is still running the way you want it to run, like smoothly. You want to make sure that you're doing that. That it's like that, and if you step out and you start losing money, or like something messes up, then you have to listen to what I'm going to tell you, because I'm gonna change that. Babe, that pasta is amazing. What you thought about the movie we're gonna watch today? Also, guys, I want to say that I love you guys. I believe in you guys. This stuff is easy, guys. You guys gotta believe in yourself. You guys gotta just think of it. It's time for you to be the leader that you want it to be. You gotta stop waiting for people to say, "Hey, you're the leader." Don't wait for that, man. You know how it is. You know how it was? You ever been, dude, you're the leader. And you say, "Hey, guys, you guys are going to help me." And they say, "Okay, how do we help you?" And you tell them what they need help with, what you need help with. But you're the leader. You appoint people to certain positions, and you make sure that the person you appoint knows what he's doing there. And if he doesn't, you move him around a little bit. And then you bring more people in. You make this bigger. You have him get more help. If people are not doing a job correctly, you switch them around, put them somewhere else. If someone is negative, you take them out. Anybody who's negative, get them out fast. But you got to put the people in the right position. There's a book called The Great How to Be from Good to Great. From good to great. And he says that. He says, get all the people in, the wrong people out, put the people in the right decision, and then with your vision, you're out. Your vision, you guys are out. You guys, I mean out like baseball out. Like I don't even watch baseball. I mean out like you guys are out. You guys are running and sprinting and doing everything you guys gotta do to make your goals. Right? Cool. Here's the thing though. If you follow this, what I'm telling you, right? You can get people that are committed, that are adaptable to change, because things change sometimes. You can get people who grow, who make something so special, like from just such a small plan, they make huge businesses for you or in your MLM company, If you have, something so big that anybody in the world can do this. You can hire somebody anywhere in the world to do this. You can sponsor someone anywhere in the world to do this. And if you do it like I just showed you, like I just told you, and you believe in yourself and you take action, you can get someone to do something like email marketing for you, so you don't have to begin the leads. Facebook management, so you don't have to do Facebook. You get someone to do emails for sales, so you don't have to do sales. You know? You could get somebody to do whatever it is that you don't want to do. And even if you know how to do something and then somebody does it 80% as good as you want to outsource it. Let me tell you why you want to outsource this stuff. You want time freedom, guys. You don't want to be living like a lifestyle where you're not going to be doing the things you love with the people you love because you're stuck at a dead-end job, or you're stuck in your business, and then you always justify, oh, but it's my business, I'm going to do it. Trust me, I was there, and it's very I respect it, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because I know now that there's a better way. But I feel for you. I have empathy for you, because if you're still like doing everything on your own, I have empathy because I've been there. But trust me, there's a better way. Just outsource, automate everything for nothing. It doesn't cost much money, right? And anybody can come in here in the MLM business and make a full-time income by themselves doing something like this. Any manager can follow this process in any social media campaign, and if they do it correctly, they can make you a full-time income. You know what I'm saying? Because this works for anywhere, any team, any church, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. So you might have some people who want to build their own tools and systems, and that's cool, because our culture allows you, and this team system allows you to be able to do things like that and still be part of your team. You know what I'm saying? We actually need people like catalysts who are creative, who come through every now and then and deliver some really good value, and they actually they change things. You know, they make their own systems and tools, but are still part of your business, and that's cool. You want to have that. Just make sure that when you leave your system, like if you want to go travel or something or do something fun, just make sure that like whatever you were doing, say you did a hangout every day at 9 a.m. Let's say for the next 6 months you're gonna go out on a big trip. Make sure that your systems don't change. You're still making the same money. You know what I mean? Because with these laws that I'm giving you, with these principles, you could say, now they're laws. They're laws. You can actually get that. You know, you can actually, if you're honest, right? If you're honest, you can actually get people to keep the systems running and making you money all the time while you're away, up to 6 months. So how do you get the managers to get the people? I know what you're really asking me is, what do I do? How do I do it? I'll tell you. I'm gonna give you some advice now, but the rest of it, you really got to go to my what do you call it? You really got to go to my systems, and you got to buy some of the products, man. Because in the products is where I give you more value about this stuff. Because you're not paying for this. Let me rephrase it. You're not paying for that for more information. You're paying for Instagram followers. We're gonna have ebooks soon. Ebooks on all this stuff soon. And based on all the knowledge I've gathered, I'm gonna make it in my words and make it for you guys. But you guys gotta buy the products to get more value. Obviously, the core product of my company, the main thing you're paying for above all else, you know, is not the core product, but the core item that you're buying is Instagram followers. My full company is based on motivation and influence and team building and all that stuff. So I want you to keep studying like I'm doing, and keep learning. You train your leader, you train your management by doing it with them. If you're the leader of whatever you're doing, you have to know how to do everything, right? Sort of, in a way. You have to know how to, even if you're weak in some areas, but you still need to know what you have to do. And in your weak areas, you appoint people who are strong in that area, right? But you teach them what you're supposed to do while they're there watching you. So if we're talking about business, so you're training them while you're selling. So I could train somebody right now while I'm doing this if I wanted to, or better yet, like if I'm not gonna really outsource this video. I would be thinking for Make Your Legacy, I'd be thinking like I'm going to automate my marketing. So I'd be thinking about like I'd be thinking about emails, right? Emails. I want to outsource my emails, so I'll hire somebody and I'll do a video like just training him on what to do, and I'll check up on him to see if he's doing it correctly. Or I can have him on a Google Hangout like this and screen share my video, go to Get Response or whatever I'm using, and just teach him. I don't want to be too specific though, but I'll just teach him while he's there. If he has any questions, whatever, I'll answer. And I just keep kind of just checking up on them every now and then because I trust it. I kind of just have to let them go after they learn. I can't be in the way all the time. And I'm always looking for the top players that are doing the most numbers, and I'm always teaching them more to be better leaders. But above all else, I'm just growing people. I'm like, it has to be. You have to be able to grow the people who are not growing at all, but they're still coming to your things. You have to be able to grow the people who are going to your things and making more value and getting money for you, and just being like the top players. You have to grow them also, but they're faster to grow. So you just give them whatever they need. And the best people are the people that start from the bottom because they've been listening to you since day one. And you're gonna get leaders who listen to you from day one and just grow like really fast. And you're gonna give them more value eventually. The secret is, if you want to keep those leaders around, those people in your team that grow, if they ever grow past you, they're gonna leave your team and go somewhere else. So if you want to keep people around that are that good, you got to be that good also. You got to grow yourself. And the minute somebody doesn't want to do something with you, you move on to the next person because you have enough people that you can talk to. Or you can talk to the person that if somebody doesn't want to do something, you talk to the person underneath them. I hope you know what that means, underneath them. And you fire them up. You get them going. You make them the new leader. And then when they're the new leader, the other guy wants to come back. Trust me. So everything you're doing, you should always be selling. Look, all of this stuff I learned from one of my mentors, David Wood. Not all of this stuff, some of this stuff. Some of this stuff from John Maxwell, the books that I read. And some of this stuff is just common sense. Just watching teams play and stuff. Like all teams communicate, all teams have to adapt. Some of it is just common sense. There's always a leader in a team. There's always something they're doing. There's always a plan. That's common sense, guys. So whatever you're always doing, if somebody's going to talk to you, always assume a promotion, a sell, or an upsell. Always assume that. Never waste time with people trying to find out about their dog and their mama. Like, you don't need all of that. You can find out about that later, right? We're here for business, so we love you guys also. We believe in you. They can do this, and to be honest, it's not like we're being cutthroat or nothing. The truth is, we are not doing that. We are actually, once you get involved with me and stuff, you realize that I really believe in you, You realize that I really care about you, your growth, and I want to help you grow. If you guys want advice, I'll help you guys out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be talking to somebody, wasting my time, taking my time away from whoever wants to really learn. Right? So I always want to be building the dreams of you guys. Like, I always believe in you. I believe that you can go travel, go play soccer, or whatever sport you want to play. Go hang out with your friends or with your wife while you're making money. Go do whatever you want. Live your lifestyle as a young boy or be old and retired. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter to me. I want you to do what you want. I want you to grow. But my vision, man, is this online. I do hangouts like this, And I'm going to. Well, I just started doing hangouts like this. Before this, I was doing emails all the time, which is not bad. But these hangouts are definitely worth it. And you can start off with email. That's okay. Eventually, you can move on to a hangout. But you gotta do everything. You do a little bit of everything. You gotta do some phone calls, or some emails, some hangouts, some direct messages, some conference calls. Same thing. You gotta do a little bit of all of that and know how to present to people. That's the vision of how we do it, because we can do it from anywhere in the world. And to be honest, it's not just online. The way to capture emails, instead of sending them after you capture them, instead of sending them to a hangout like this on Google, if you have people that are local, you can actually get them to your house or something. If you really, really want to do something at home, or you get them to like a hotel if you really want to do something in a hotel, something big. I would recommend something like a large environment outside, because you need to do this in front of as many people as possible to save time, right? Because remember, everything you do has to save time. You don't want to be talking to people one by one. It takes too long, especially in your house. If you have like 100 people in your house, that's a big amount of people. I'd rather you like go somewhere like where you can control it better, outside of your house, if you want. But hey, if you don't want to do it outside, if you're like that, and even if you're shy, if you don't want to be in front of people, like my camera's not working right now that well, so I'm not having a video like that. But if you're shy, you could just do like slides. You can make slides and start talking to people on these hangouts. You know what I'm saying? And people will buy. So that's it. You get your sell. You make enough money. You can start outsourcing, and you can start fixing problems with money, because that's what it does. And make sure to pay yourself and also pay your business at least 20%, so you keep growing. For stock and whatever. At least 20. I know people that have done like 70%. So once you're growing like that, and you do that consistently, getting more and more sales, that's it. You made it, bro. You just got to keep that going. Just keep it going. Be consistent. That's all you really got to do. And keep growing yourself so you don't stay stagnant. Truth is, you have a goal, and if you do all that stuff I just told you, you might not be at your goal yet, or maybe you hit your goal, or maybe you're over the goal. Regardless of what, those steps are going to get you to that goal. If it's going to take a long time, it might take a long time. If you made more than you thought you could, congratulations, make a bigger goal. And if you hit your goal, then, that's either way, you're going to hit your goal. So yeah, keep up, the culture and the team alive. The culture is really simple, guys. You need to be an influencer. You as the leader, it's funny. If you like a certain sport, people are going to like that sport too. And if they don't, that's fine. That doesn't mean anything bad about them. But people will start, because when you hang out with people, the people that are following you are gonna want to do what you do, because they model you. So since they model you, you gotta be a good example first of all. In the fast start training, the free training, you send me an email. One of the laws in that training is the law of a picture. And it's not even a training, it's a teaching series. I'm just teaching you something. No training, teaching you. The law of the picture says that people do what people see. So if you're the leader, they're going to see what you're doing. They're going to follow you. So be a good example, right? And in culture, that's what happens. And you want to also, as an influencer, like you're the leader of all these people that you've appointed, and they'll have the same values you have. Because think about it, like, would you live a life that you don't want to live? I mean, some of you probably are, but if you are, that's probably the reason why your team keeps breaking up. That's probably the reason why like you can't do a certain way. And that goes both ways, because sometimes we all get a little out of alignment. You know what I'm saying? But we got to go back in alignment, because in order for people to follow us, they got to know that we like what we're doing. We're honest with ourselves, that we like doing what we're doing. So people will follow that, right? And of course, always motivating people to do more of what you're doing, do more of what the next guy is doing. Like, it doesn't have to be you. That you always like. You could be the main leader of the organization, where you can always point the finger in a good way, in the best way, towards somebody else who's getting results like you are. So that way, that guy could be the model now for you. He could represent you, right? He could represent you, and if you're in alignment, he represents you well. And yeah, so motivate them to do that, to get results, so they can have new people to model. Um, you want to give people resources so they can multiply their efforts, right? And mentor people, right? Always be around to mentor people. Motivation is good, but motivation is also fickle. So you need people to multiply to become leaders, so they can have their own inner motivation eventually. That you don't have to be motivating people all the time. A good way to motivate people that aren't motivated yet without you being there is making audios on YouTube or something, and then people could come to that audio and listen to you all the time without having to see your face, and you could be doing whatever you want somewhere else instead of working on that. Because why is that important? Because trust me, you don't want to be motivating people all day long, every day, for the rest of your life. Trust me. So you do that, and that kind of makes you look like you're doing it all day long because you're online, but you're really not doing it all day long. You just do it one time, and now it's there forever. You know what I'm saying? So you want to motivate people, mentor people, keep in touch with the people who are doing the right things. You know? Something cool about influence also is that, like, if people see you doing it, then then they're also gonna want to be part of it, you know. And if other people see them doing it, they're gonna want to be part of that also. It's just the way it goes. So if you're having a struggle with something, first change yourself, and then go out there and show someone, and then have that person show another person. And right there, that solves the problem of you wanting to get people to take action. That solves the problem in your business is that you don't have time for something that you want to do. You need help, and teach somebody to teach somebody else that we taught them, and make a chain reaction, guys. You know what I mean? Make a chain reaction that goes downward, right? Starts from you and goes down, and then go out there and find more people and make that downward thing go again. And now you have like a big, big, big empire of people who just follow what you do. You know, if you do that consistently over time, that's how you build an empire. Why do you want to build an empire? I don't know about you, but I think an empire will make a lot more money for me and my organization, and for everyone else, and for whoever is involved in this process of money making, then I can do it alone. You know. For that reason exactly, I want to get myself out of the way by always pointing to other people. Although I want you guys to follow me and all that, and everything is nice, I'm always giving you other people who are doing what I'm doing, um, what they've been learning from me, and also people who I've learned from. So I can kind of be like, I don't have to be the guy there that always has to answer the questions. I could have started the chain reaction, yes, but I don't have to be the one to always be in front out there, everybody. Unless like I want to do it, or unless people want me to be there, I could do that if they really want me to. But I'm always pointing to other people who have the value, and people who are doing the right thing so they can be out there in front. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a hostess when you walk into a restaurant, they're out there in front. Who put the hostess there? The leader taught somebody to teach the other people to put a hostess there. You walk in further, there's workers walking around serving. Who did that? The leader started it. And then there's always a manager who's looking out for the whole thing to be run properly. Who set the manager there? The leader did that. Where's the leader? He's not nowhere to be seen, isn't he? Sometimes you might see the owner there just hanging out watching TV or something, or hanging out like maybe the owner sometimes is a producer, like he's really out there with everybody else doing everything. And that's kind of cool too. That's really cool because there's there's sometimes we get the idea that we want to just sit down and like watch TV as an owner or something like that. But the truth is, eventually, If you like, you're gonna want to do more. You want to help the people out more, because if you help the people out more, then your organization gets better. And if you really are passionate about your organization, you kind of disassociate yourself from the certain things that are not gonna get you the result you want. So it's maybe like being like lazy will not get you it. So you start working more. But there's always a time to be lazy if you want. You know, once you get your stuff done together, you can be lazy as much as you want. You know, like you don't have to be a workaholic either. You know, you don't have to be working all day long. You know, that's not what we're talking about either. We're just saying there's certain times and certain positions that a leader will just take massive action just because, and you don't even know, and that's okay, because that's the way it is. And the people who do know, they're the people running the show with them. He won't tell many people. He'll tell the manager, maybe like the top server, top employee, and then everybody else will find out later. You know what I'm saying? They'll find out because the other people are spreading the word. That's how a word spreads. That's how you market, by the way. You tell one person to tell the other, or you tell a whole group of people at once, or you appoint someone to tell the whole group of people at once. You know what I'm saying? So if you do all of this, you will be successful. If you do not do all of this, then you will fail on a scale that's not, you're gonna fail to do all of this. If you do all of this, you'll be successful at this. If you don't do this, you will not be successful at this. It's the truth. So how do you succeed? Do what I just said with massive action and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself majorly. Just believe in yourself. You know, I got products that are eventually gonna have products that are gonna make you believe in yourself. I don't have them out yet, like an ebook on belief. I'm gonna probably have something out there like that for you. But until then, I have the gifts I give to you in my email marketing. When you buy my products, there's emails that come in personal development to help you believe in yourself and all of that too. So it's up to you what you want to do. If you want them, you could email me or you can message me. I'll make it a lot easier for you guys to buy. Trust me, I'm gonna have buy now buttons, different places, and I'm gonna have links for you guys to buy whenever you want, wherever you are. Because whoever doesn't listen to this won't get the chance. So you might want to tell people that you know about this also, so you guys can grow also. So here we go. So if you're thinking that you cannot do this, and you're thinking that maybe that this is too difficult for you, well, let me ask you a question. Do you really want your dream? Do you really want it, or are you just playing around? Are you serious about your dream? I mean, you could do it slow. You might say, hey, you know, like, this is a dream. I do want to do it, but I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it a little slower. I say, okay, do it slow, but how slow? You know, because compared to the guys at the top, I'm pretty slow. And if what I'm telling you is slow to you, then that's really slow. You can really advance a lot faster if you just listen to me and do it the way I'm suggesting. So just think about this. Are you serious about your dreams? Are you serious about your goals? I said that. On a larger scale, if you did this, you'd be successful. I said that. You want to be able to motivate yourself and others. I said that. There's other people doing this, and you know that. I mean, you know the benefits of doing all of this stuff. And I already told you about the consequences. And if you really believe all of that negative stuff, I'm talking to the negative stuff right now, then I suggest you change the way you look at things, because maybe you're not seeing something exactly. For example, maybe you're not seeing something exactly as it is, and you're creating a problem. You're being a Bob, which means like a Bob is someone who makes problems that aren't real. You know, sometimes there's nothing really going on. There's no issue. You know, don't be a Bob, and just set a new goal for yourself, man. Set a new goal that will change your mindset. That will override any negative belief you've had. Change the goal that whatever you thought you could do, changes that will make it bigger, that will override it. Here's one. I believe in you. Even if you don't believe in yourself, The fact that I believe in you and you're here and you believe in me, that overrides that. So that means you have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So go out there and get results, man. Like I said, I believe in you. I would go more over culture, but I just gave you my culture. I'm here talking to you. I'm here motivating you, mentoring you. You know, that's culture. We're here on online hangout. Soon we're gonna be doing other things like other things online that maybe aren't as deep in content as this. Maybe some more fun stuff. But for now, I need you guys to make a new goal. It's gonna change your outcome. Because you can do it. You're great. You're here for a reason. Even if you have a problem in your life, I believe you can change it. Because I believe right now you have everything you need to change it. You have everything you need inside of you to make that goal happen. Everything is inside of you already to make it happen today. And if you set a new outcome, a goal that you can make happen today that overrides anything you thought, I'm telling you, there's no telling how far you could go and how much you could do in business. Because right now, I just made all your problems disappear, man. And right now, this probably just came up because I mentioned it. But when you believe in yourself, that is the phenomenon it does. You start forgetting about everything and everyone that's not important, and you start focusing on yourself and what is important for the people around you, so you can make them greater than what you ever could be. You know what I'm saying? But you got to change yourself before you can change others. Although you got to put people first, right? The Bible says put people first. Yes, put people first, but if you have a bad attitude and a bad mindset, it's going to be very difficult. So sometimes you have to change yourself before you change others, right? Now that's a problem. And the way to solve it is just believe that you can be greater. Believe that you can be a good person, that you can share love with people, man. Share happiness in your life, your lifestyle with people, and start selling stuff, man, all day long through emails, through phone calls, through these hangouts, man. All day long, just sell, man. Everything you promote should lead to a sale. Everything. You should track your stuff so you know how well you're doing. You know, everything you do should sell. When you're training somebody to go somewhere in a market, train them and sell them so they can sell the thing to whoever it is. We sell all day long, and it's not easy. Selling is not easy if you don't know anything about selling. I'm not going to lie to you. But like I said, man, I believe that you can achieve any skill that anybody else can do. You might not be able to jump higher than Michael Jordan, right? Because that guy is great. But you can jump higher. You might not make $1 billion like Warren Buffett, but you can make more money than you are right now. And maybe you can jump higher than Michael Jordan. Maybe you can be bigger than Warren Buffett. Good for you, to be honest. That'd be good because I could be like, yo, you got a training. Let's work together. You know? And that's the thing that happens when you start building culture. People start growing. You start meeting leaders that are good, that are better than you are. And when I say better, I don't mean better in any personality respect. I mean better at a skill, right? That's what we're talking about here, right? A skill, selling, culture, team building. This is all a skill. I don't think I'm better than any one of you guys. In general, we could all be hanging out together and we're just the same people. So when you put things into perspective and you're real with people, you get rid of the people who are not real. So get people who are real. And that's it, guys. I want you to talk. I want you to let me know what's up, because I know I say things and I'm a little ambiguous with the way I say it, and I do that on purpose. And I'll be more ambiguous later because I want to reach out to a lot of you. If I'm too specific, if you want to be more specific about things, contact me one-on-one and we'll talk more specifically. And enjoy it, man. Enjoy your day. Bye.